Hey guys, Stimboy831 here, and today we are going to be reviewing 3 Real Steel mobile apps. And this video is being suggested by the YouTuber Untitled, so go subscribe to him.
They say there's something in the water that got them all acting so
Anyway,
crazy.
so the first game, I believe this is the one that costs money. This is my least favorite game. I do not like this one. The problem that I mainly have with this one is there are 2 combat styles, and there are 2 combat styles. So I just do not enjoy this combat style as much as the other one, and I don't know. Also, this game has a lot of traps where it will ask you to spend money. This game already costs money, so I do not feel like it's fair just making you spend more money even though you've already spent money for the game. I don't like it. My favorite part is probably what you just saw, which is a finishing move, also known as a rip-off, where you take off your opponent's head. My least favorite part about that, unfortunately, is that every rip-off is the same. Well, if you, there's no variation. Like in Mortal Kombat 11, for a fatality, you'll have 2 fatalities. In this game, which I know it's comparing it to Mortal Kombat isn't really fair due to the limitations and stuff. I would have preferred it if they had that, but I don't know. But like in this game, if you just have one character, you're gonna perform the exact same rip-off. Every character has their own unique rip-off, but they only have one rip-off, basically. This game has a lot of things going for it, and has a bit taken away, in my opinion. Especially the traps for money, where it'll have a lot of stuff where it's just like you could definitely buy a better robot for yourself. And also they have this thing where you can get parts to build your own robot, but you have to buy that too. And I'm just like, well, you've already paid for the game. I don't understand why they would do that. But I don't know. The upgrading system is it isn't that bad. I like the upgrading system, where the only part I don't like is how it has that thing where it's like, oh, you can spend this much and you'll upgrade it, but you're gonna have to wait 2 minutes until the upgrade is done. I'm like, oh, why? It just kind of spends more time while you sit there and just kind of wait for it to upgrade, I guess. The game is, honestly, I don't think you should get this game, because the other ones are a little bit better, especially the next one, Real Steel Champions. It's like this one, except you make your own custom character, like the thing that they locked behind a paywall, and you also, I don't know how to describe it. There certainly are things where you can still pay for stuff, but it doesn't feel as, well, in a Real Steel sense, it doesn't seem as required. It just doesn't seem as required to spend money. But they all kind of have that stuff where, hey, you could also pay for this, and then you'll get this stuff, and it's just like, come on, guys. I don't know. This game, though, it's pretty good. In my opinion, you shouldn't get it, because you can definitely play Real Steel Champions, which is basically the same game, and you won't have to spend money for it. I do like the thing where you can get abilities. You can get these little perks that you unlock, and you can use them to basically make yourself better. Kind of. You can use them to make yourself better in the fight, and it's just really, it's well implemented, I feel. But I've been focusing a lot on this game, and that's because it's a decent game, and I kind of enjoyed it. But man, it was just sometimes. Real Steel Champions is pretty good. It has the same combat style as the one that costs money, which was the first one made. I believe this is the second one, and then the last one we'll be reviewing, which is my favorite one, was the last one. This one, I do like it. It borrows a lot from the first one, but I enjoy it. It's pretty fun. I like the parts where you can customize and create your own character. Like, my guy has a random head, and then his arm is blue for one of the guys. I like it. It's really neat. And you can fight other custom robots. The only problem that I kind of have is with the rip-off system, because I've tested, and even if you create different characters, they all have the same ripoff. The game overall is really fun. You can enjoy it, and I would say if you like the combat that you're seeing, I would get this one instead of the one that costs money, because this one's free, and I like the fact that it has the feature where you get to create custom people from the original, which made you pay money for it. So they basically just turned it into a game. Here's the ripoff, which it's kind of a punch and it knocks your head off. Which I don't know. I like it, but making it for every custom character, I just can't get behind that. This game, however, is really good. It has fun combat. Well, it's not my favorite combat form. My favorite combat is the last game, but it has enjoyable combat. I like how you can collect separate body parts in certain challenges. That's really neat and interesting. I like you can build original characters, and I'm not sure, I have not seen this, but I'm not sure if that gets you rip-offs, like normal rip-offs or not, or like different ones. If it does, that would be super amazing, because love that. However, I'm not sure if I'm really going to spend that much time on these games. I'm mainly doing this because Tuttley won't stop bothering me about it. But he offered to edit this video, and for that I'm very grateful. And I've been pushing this off for far long enough. So, yeah, this game overall, which is the original game he told me to review, is I enjoy it. It's pretty good. It's pretty fun. You get to create your own custom robot. The upgrading system's pretty okay. And the little intro where it shows the bot's parts going on is pretty interesting. It's pretty funny. It's like, yeah, I made that, guys. It's my favorite one, which this game does have a few problems, and I mainly enjoy it because of the combat and the fact that you get to unlock a lot of characters, because it completely revamps the combat system. Basically, if you want to do a special move, you hit them once with a left jab or right jab, and then you click a heavy attack. And then what will happen is it'll send you into a special move. And in some instances, you can keep spamming that move, and it'll do a special, like a combo. Now, the only problem that I have with this game, and it's not even a huge problem, well, it is. It actually, I have two problems. The one isn't that big, but the other is a pretty big problem. My first problem is upgrading. You cannot upgrade your guys. It's a really weird system of how you actually upgrade their stuff. As of now, I have not figured it out. It has these little token icons, but I'm not sure what it is. My other problems... Actually, before I get onto that, let me first say that I love the part where, look at that, it's a rip. What you have to do is you have to press the jab, and then you have to, instead of doing a special move, what it'll do is it'll do a rip when they're at low enough health. Which I love. It reminds me of the brutalities of Mortal Kombat. It's just so fun to pull off. And it's really nice. Once again, there's only one rip per character, but kind of had to expect that. However, my biggest problem with this game is the difficulty spike. After a bit of the beginning, when you unlock Midas, I noticed this at least, the game spikes in difficulty. It gets really irritating to play. It has this problem really bad. You'll notice later on I'll be fighting like a tiger guy. He crushed me, and I tempted him about 20 times, and he killed me every single time. And this isn't like in Mega Man where you can learn from your mistakes, remember patterns, and try to beat him again. This is more like pray that he doesn't hit you with a special move, because if he hits you with a special move, 2/3 of your health is gone. Yeah, this guy, Evo, he looks like he doesn't have that big of stats, but the game's lying to you in that. And I do not like that. Because he'll crush me. He'll immediately block when I press the button, which is just cheap. He'll cross combo, which drains like half of my health. I'll try and fight back, but I'll barely be able to do anything. And then mid-combo, he'll attack me. Even my special moves, they barely do any damage against this guy. And it's such a big problem because you can't progress in the game this way. In the campaign, the way that you unlock characters, you just can't. Because you're stuck against this guy who... But it still has my favorite combat, and I enjoy it a lot. It may have some faults with that, but overall, it's a fun game, and I think it's worth picking up. That will do it for my video, guys. My review of the 3 mobile games of Real Steel. Overall, I enjoyed them. They were all pretty good, but I wouldn't pick up the first one. And if they look interesting, you can pick up the next 2. That's it for my video, guys. And now I'm gonna stare into the sun.